So I am about to go get my wisdom tooth pulled, and yeah, that's all y'all need to know. Let's go. Yes. Please tell me why I done already broke one of the freaking rules I was not supposed to do after I got my wisdom tooth pulled, which was don't drink from a freaking straw. And I did that, y'all. Literally right after I got it done. I was so scared about this, y'all, but it ended up being all good. Just for warning, you know, we already know it's good. But y'all, I was able to eat and I'm so happy. But we'll talk about this more. Y'all just watch. But yeah, y'all, just a little side note. Before y'all leave the office, please read y'all post-care paperwork because, yeah, don't be like me.
Your time was too rush. I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time was too rush. I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I can smoke already, so part of my blunt is. I see guys' pretty faces, so I got trouble trusting. But I let my guard down for you. Said I'll put my guard down for you. Said I'll be vulnerable, so you can bring my heart if you want to. She said take your time.
Alright, hey y'all. I really wonder how I sound, y'all. And if I sound really bad, bro, I'm not putting this clip in the video. But I feel like I sound a little better. I don't actually know how I sound, so I rewatched this, but y'all, I just wanted to update y'all. I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like my mouth is going down. It was swelling really bad yesterday. I started putting heat on it now, heating pads. At first I was doing ice. Now I'm doing heat and it started going down. He did say that it was going to swell up a lot because where they took it out was right there. He said right beside my jaw muscle. It was very close to it. So I've been trying to like spread my mouth open and like open it, massage the muscle, and like don't get lockjaw or anything like that, y'all. I do need to start doing more salt rinses. I have not been doing that like I'm supposed to. They said I'm supposed to do that the day after. I didn't do that the day after. I just now started doing the salt rinses and I only did one today. So I need to keep doing that. They said I'm supposed to be doing that like 10, 12 times a day and I have not been. So I need to do that. Outside of that, everything else I've been doing, I've been staying on my pills, y'all, because that first day really scared me when the local anesthesia started wearing off. That numbness started wearing off Monday after I got it done. Because my boyfriend was supposed to leave and go help my sister move and then bring the pills back. Numbness started wearing off before he was able to get back. Y'all, I was sitting on the toilet like crying. That's why I had to stop. Like, well, y'all have some footage of Monday when I was just laying in bed, but most of it was after I got the pills. Y'all, I was in pain for real. I had to just sit on the toilet and I was just crying. My little eyes out until my boyfriend came and he gonna come here and talk about what's wrong with you? What? Dude, you know what's wrong with me. My freaking mouth hurt. What the hell? I just got my jaw, all that just cut all into, and that numbness is freaking wearing off. My mouth hurt. Okay, so I, ever since then, have been make sure I don't get off them pill times because that pain is no joke. Like, I might be numb now, but that's all because of the pills. Thanks to the pills, because without them, I would be in like so much pain, y'all. But yeah, y'all. So I just got out the shower. I'm in some nice and clean pajamas. I'm about to do my skincare, but like I said, I just want to come and update y'all. It's Wednesday now. Today was the first day I left the house since Monday, getting my wisdom tooth done. Today, all I did, we went to take my dad to the doctor. He actually doesn't feel good. My sister had his car, plus it was his foot that was hurting anyway, so it wouldn't be, why drive. So he called me and my boyfriend. We went and took him to the doctor, and then we went to pick up his medicine. And then I came back home. I didn't do nothing extravagant. So I came back home. The only thing I've been doing is editing the YouTube video, Week in My Life. That's coming out on the 17th of April. So this Thursday, so tomorrow. So I just finished editing that, y'all. Literally just finished before I got in the shower. I hate that it's gonna be so long. I got it down to 58 minutes, but it's still 58 minutes. So hopefully people tune in and watch. I took a lot of time during my wisdom tooth healing time or whatever in this video for the past 2 days, so I really hope people tune in. But yeah, so I'm gonna post that tonight. Go ahead and schedule it. That's kind of update. I've been kind of trying to let myself rest because in my mind, if I just rest and not have my body doing anything else, it can just take time to heal faster. Like, I just want this to heal and go down and like, as fast as possible so that I can get back to my movement, my groove, my schedule that I was on locked in last week. So that's why I just been trying to rest in bed and just eat protein, eat what I need to eat, drink the right things, water, and just treat my body good while I'm resting it so that it can just heal, like I said, as fast as possible. Tomorrow I was thinking about getting back to my schedule. I don't know, I'm debating it though, because like I said, I really want to rest and let my body heal faster. But it's just that, like, now with the pain pills all kicked in and stuff, and I'm not feeling anything outside of when I try to eat, kind of, it's making my mind race, and I really just want to get out of bed and like hit the ground running. But like I said, I just don't want to push my body too much. Start back working out and moving and doing all the things I was doing, and unknowingly push more stress on my body and not heal as fast as I want to, because I want to, like I said, I want to heal really fast. But yeah, I'm also getting tired of these people calling me nicknames. My boyfriend yesterday, he was telling me I look like a chipmunk sitting in bed. Like, boy, my thing was fat yesterday, I ain't gonna lie. It was a little fat. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was that fat, because I haven't been just getting up looking at myself in the mirror. You call me much mouth. I go about. That's why I was like, I don't know if I want to talk to y'all, because maybe I do sound a little crazy and I just can't tell. I know what I'm trying to say, so I can always tell what I'm saying. So I don't know if y'all will understand what I'm trying to say, but we'll see. Yeah, he think he's so funny calling me much mouth. But yeah, like I said, this experience was cool. It's just that Monday when that numbness started wearing off and my pills weren't ready. That was the worst part of it. Other than that, the pain pills, if you stay on them like you're supposed to, you don't be feeling nothing. My main problem I'm having is like the swelling now. That's just it. Like, it don't look good. And also when I'm trying to eat, like my jaw don't want to open up like as much as it used to when I'm trying to eat and stuff. But I still have been eating, y'all. It's better than the last time when I got this wisdom tooth taken off, because I don't know why it is, but I really mainly chew on this side when I'm eating my food. So since I got this, why did I just do that? Since I got this side out this time, I chew on this side, so it hasn't been no problem. Last time I do remember not being able to eat for real at all, or hating to eat, because I chewed on the side that I got my wisdom tooth taken out. So, but this time was pretty cool as far as food and eating goes. I was able to eat a lot faster this time. So like I said, I am about to do my skincare and get back in bed, and I'll upload the YouTube video, The Week of My Life. I'll put that up here so y'all know which one I'm talking about. But I'm about to go ahead and upload that after I do my skincare, and then I'm about to just chill for the night. I need to figure out what I'm going to eat. Yeah, and outside of that, I'm just going to probably try to read. I need to read my Bible, because I didn't for the past 2 days. I need to read my Bible, and I'll probably, since I completed my YouTube video, because that's mainly what I've been doing in bed, like I said, for the past 2 days. I haven't done nothing else but edit this video, because y'all, when I put all the raw footage in there, it was like 200 some minutes, y'all. So I've been spending a lot of time trying to get that down, cut that down as much as I can. So I've been rewatching it. So I now got it down to at least 50 something minutes, 53 I think. And that's without doing like a 10-15 second preview. I think I'm not going to do a preview just because it's already so long. Hopefully the people who want to tune in will, and hopefully my thumbnail and title tells them enough of what's going on in the rest of the video so that they will stay. Yeah, as of right now. So I'm about to do my skincare and then upload the video, my Bible, my book, chill out for the night, and figure out this food situation.
Yeah, I've been obsessed with the chicken sandwich from Whataburger. Oh my God. I've had this way too many times in the past 2 weeks, honestly. Y'all, look at me using my high heating pads for my jaw. It was working too.
Help us explore how the resurrection transformed the disciples. The Gospel of Mark culminates in a dramatic and powerful declaration.
I am obsessed with First Watch, y'all. Obsessed. Y'all, so today was my great aunt's birthday, so she came down from Memphis. So I went to my parents' house to see her for a little bit while she was here in town. Y'all, that lady swears she could dance, boy.
Alright, hey y'all, so I have not talked to y'all since I think Wednesday night, y'all. I don't know what it was about Thursday and Friday, but the pain was like, it started going up more, even with the pain pills, up more, okay? And I just did not feel like doing nothing. I literally sat in bed. The only thing I did do, because I'm like, I gotta at least do something, because my mind was racing, but my body was like, stay in bed. So since I was staying in bed, I was started editing some short form content, but outside of just sitting there editing content, just being on my phone, playing and stuff, y'all, I was not doing good that Thursday, Friday, and I mean, Saturday started getting better. So Saturday was yesterday. It is now Sunday. It's actually Easter, y'all. Happy Easter for everybody. Happy Easter. I am not going to church in person. My mouth still kind of hurt, and I just keep going through like pain spurs. Like it'll be fine 1 minute, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, oof. So I really just don't want to be in church making no faces, being like, my face already still a little fat. You know how church is on Easter, y'all. It be crowded, like compact. And I just don't want to do it to myself with my mouth still hurting and all that. I'm going to sit at home, watch it online, take my little notes, and call it a day, because I just know my first time going back into public after all this, it should not be an Easter Sunday, church on Easter Sunday. Because if you go to church, you know what Easter Sunday entails, especially church on Easter. every service is gonna be packed, y'all. And I just know people gonna want to talk and all that, and y'all, don't talking to y'all right here is enough. And I already feel like I still sound really bad, like, and I don't want to have to throw in like every conversation if I'm in church, throw in, oh yeah, I just got my wisdom tooth done. Oh yeah, I just got my wisdom tooth done. So people won't be looking like, what the heck is wrong with her face? She got punched in her face or something. Like, what's going on with her face? And why is she talking like that? I don't know. I just rather not. I was gonna end the vlog, but I'm still healing. So the whole point was y'all to go through the whole process of me getting my wisdom tooth done and the process of me healing. And so I'm not yet healed. I'm still a little swollen. It is going down. So what I will say is Thursday and Friday, when I was feeling like that most pain, even through my pain pills, that's when I saw the most like difference in the swelling in my face. Like the swelling in my face went down so much from Wednesday to now. It's ridiculous. And I think that's why I was in so much pain. Like it was literally getting to that point where it's actively healing and the swelling is going down. And so that's why I was feeling more pain in those days, which is really weird. You would think you would have the most pain the first 2 days, but no. It was that third, fourth day, going into the fifth, that I started to feel like the most pain. But that's also when the swelling started to go down. It actually like I feel the healing, you know, going on. And I also can like close my mouth now, kind of without like biting on my jaw. So I can tell it's healing. It feels like it's healing, but we're not all the way there yet. So I'm gonna keep this vlog going. It's not gonna be an Easter vlog. It's just like, this is the time that I had to talk to y'all, and it just happened to be Easter, and it coincides with Healing Week. But yeah, y'all, thought I would come over here and talk to y'all for just a little bit to introduce this, like, change, I guess. And then I'm trying to finish, like I said, all the cleaning, watch church at 11:15. And also, I need to get over to my parents' house. My mom was cooking today, and obviously, because obviously it's Easter, and we're gonna be over at my parents' house for most of the day. So I might bring y'all with me, but yeah, it's all of this is gonna be, if I do bring y'all with me, silent, because honestly, right now I'm tired of talking.
Don't do it.
My mouth, it's like it's not excruciating pain, because I took my pain pills like 2 hours ago, and I have noticed with my pain pills, y'all, it's not every 8 hours or as needed. I'm gonna tell you not to take 2 at a time, because at first it was on those 3 days I was telling you about, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was feeling like one just wasn't enough. But she was like, don't take 2 at a time. She's like, if anything, take the second one between the 4 to 6 hours or 6 to 8 hours, whichever one she said. Just so it's a little break in between them, but it's also like where the pain will never set up to start again, because it still has to settle in your system. The pills have to settle in your system. So if you wait until the other one completely wear out, then you're gonna feel pain eventually, you know. So she told me to do that. So I'm feeling better. It's just like when you talk, I feel all right here. I can feel it, like feel the fatness and the heavy of it. It's just like, it's kind of weird.
That's weird.
I am about to, before I put up these clothes and watch the last few dishes that I have, I am gonna go ahead and read my verse of the day, which I'm sure is gonna have something to do with Easter. I'm gonna pray, and then I'm gonna go to my parents' house, pick up that dish scrub, come back, wash them few dishes, put up that last load of clothes. And by that time, y'all, I honestly should still have time in between that 15 service start to jump in the shower real quick. That way when service is over, or if I decide to watch service at my parents' house, I'll already be, you know, rest for the day, and I can just watch service over there, help her cook, and then we can eat over there. So that might be what I do. So let's do that, y'all. But that's my update, y'all. And oh, like one of the things I've learned, well, back up, let me tell y'all why I'm telling y'all this. So as I'm cleaning, I told y'all I like to watch vlogs and stuff like that. So it helped me be motivated seeing somebody else like actively cleaning their house and stuff too. But this girl I was watching, she was like, oh no, that ain't nothing but the devil. Like something, you know stuff happening in your day. It's like inconvenience or something, you know. And you're like, you know what, that ain't nothing but the devil. I used to say that all the time, y'all. I am making a mental note to stop saying that, because the devil can't do anything that God doesn't allow to happen. So you saying that that's just the devil, like as if he's has his own high power separate from God, is like you giving him too much credit, basically, because he can't do anything to you that God doesn't allow. I got that from me reading the book of Job. All the things that he go through in the end, like I guess in the middle, all the things that he go through with losing all his kids, losing all his wealth, losing his whole life, and then his health. It shows you that book that the devil couldn't do anything that God didn't allow him to do. God allowed the devil to test Job. He allowed him to affect his health. He allowed him to kill his kids or whatever. He allowed him to go through these trials and tribulations so that he could be tested. I was like, if Job doing good, he being faithful, like to me in my head when I was reading it for first, like, why you gotta test Job, God? Like, we always questioning him. We don't know what he got set up. And at the end, he had Job right. He gave him back twice as much as everything he already had, except his kids. I didn't get that part. So he gave him twice as much like wealth and all that stuff, his health bag and that, but he didn't give him twice the amount of kids he had. So I don't know about that, why that was, but everything else he gave back to him twice as much. So he had his own plan at the end of the day. He just needed Job to show up and show out in his name. And Job showed out and showed out. And I'm just like, Job, you was going through everything. I don't know how you did that. Like that just, I strive to be that strong and like faithful and like Because Job was like, he was still praying, he was still doing everything. You know how we get upset, like we feel like nothing going wrong. That man's whole life was turned upside down, and he still was, okay, God, I'm talking to you. I'm communicating with you. I'm never letting you. Like, he was still actively in everything that he did, everything that he was doing, going through. He was still talking to God, all that. And you know, a lot of people, they be like, once they start going through something, they don't be doing nothing. They don't be talking to nobody. They don't be talking to God. They don't be going to church. They don't be doing nothing because we kind of like have a soaking in our moment. You know, like, I'm down. I done lost my job. I done lost my car. I done lost my house. Like, at some point, they so worried about everything they done lost. They not talking to God and doing all that. And here Job go, he done lost everything. And everybody telling him like, why you still trusting God? His own wife telling him like, why? Forget God, basically. And he still held on. Like, I was like, that's the faith I need, boy. That's the faith I need. And I just really admired that book. Really, like, it really hit home to me because, like I said, most people can get so, once they start going through too much, they can lose focus on God. They lose focus because you're so focused on either your life so bad, you just focus on your life being so bad, or you focus on getting your life back on track, you know? But it just moves your focus away from him. So, like a lot of people say, it's always easy to praise him when you're doing good, and you know, but when you start doing bad, it's hard, you know? And snap. I just found that book really enlightening, and I feel like if you have, like, it helped me as far as understanding faith and like what I was telling y'all about the devil. Like, everybody be saying, oh, that's just the devil, that's just the devil. Like, if anything, ask why is God allowing the devil to do this to you? Like, what is God trying to teach you that he's allowing to the devil, or what? Not even what he has to teach you, because he could be doing it for any type of reason. It don't even have to be to teach you nothing. It might just be because he needs you to go through this to be able to do this, what he has planned for you later. It don't matter. I feel like we give the devil too much power and credit when we say, oh, that's just the devil. Like, no. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than him. God is letting that happen for whatever reason we don't know. It's not our good job to question him. He knows more than us. He knows what's going on. He knows how this is going to end for us. So for some reason that needed to happen, or even if it was just a test to see. Like Job, God said his faith was not going to fail. And the devil's like, I bet if this happened, he would. So God allowed him to test him. He stood 10 toes. Yeah, I just really like that book. That was just like, I was so inspired. I was so inspired to just always have faith. God always knows what he's doing. He always has a plan. We just don't know yet. And just stop asking why all the time. I know it's in our habit to ask why. It's in our nature to ask why. But y'all, sometimes it's not meant for us to know why until it clicked later on. Maybe 5, 10 years, shoot, maybe 20 years. A lesson that you got from here will help you do what you need to do 20 years later. Like, he just has a plan. And we don't always need to know. We're not going to always know what it is, y'all. It's our job to just stay faithful to him and always talk to him and have an open line of communication with him, you know? Don't lose focus on him. And that's, I guess how to sum it all up, the main thing I learned, whenever you're going through anything, don't lose focus on God. Always put your focus on him. And also that little tidbit about the devil. Like, I ain't giving the devil no more credit than he deserves. He don't deserve that much credit, you know? Because God Almighty, he's above that man. He can't do nothing without God say so, y'all. So stop giving that man too much credit. So that's kind of what I learned. If y'all have read the book of Job and you got anything else from that book, I don't know why I went to a whole, like, we talking about the Bible and stuff, but it's Easter Sunday, so why not talk about it? But yeah, if y'all have read the book of Job or are about to read the book of Job, let me know in the comments what y'all got from the book and what y'all thoughts are about what I said. If you have any corrections or something like that, I'm still learning. This is just my take on what I got from it. I would love to hear anybody's input. Always be positive. I mean, you know, but yeah, that's the journey I'm on with trying to get closer to God and staying unwavered in my faith with him. I feel like, because we can lose focus in him. Like in college, I feel like I lost focus of him, like putting in that time with him, because I was so focused on school and organizations and friends and all this other stuff. And I know he understands, but do lose focus on that. Like, I was not going to church. I was going to church sporadically. Like, I was not going to church for real. If I did, maybe it was online, maybe not. I was not reading my Bible. I was not praying like I should, unless something really bad like happened to me and I just felt like I really needed to. That's the only time I would be praying, not just to say thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. Thank you for, you know, all the things that you're doing for me and stuff like that. So I feel like at that point I had lost focus on him. Not that I didn't believe in him or anything like that, but I just lost focus of him because I was going through and doing all this other stuff. And, you know, and even through all that, y'all, he protected me and covered me and was there for me and watching out for me. And I didn't even know why. For stuff that I do know he's protecting me from and stuff I don't know. You know, some of the stuff I don't even know that he protected me from back in that time, but he did. And there's a lot of stuff I do know he protected me from that I'm like, God, thank you. Like, it's so many things I've, like, now hitting my mid-20s that I think about. And then I also see, like, even people, like, I see that I was like, I would like to connect with this person. I would like to talk to this person, whatever, like, dudes you used to like and all this stuff. And then you see, like, how they're ending up right now, what's going on in their life right now. And you're like, gosh, you saved me from that. Like, you saved me from never getting close to them. You saved me from never actually talking to that person. You saved me from falling out with that person. You know, it's so much you can get into with that, but I'm about to go down the rabbit hole with all I learned. But my last bit today is, I feel like personally for me, I always was like, I wanted a lot of friends, but in college, I was just the opposite. In high school, like, I wasn't talking to nobody or nothing like that. In college, I wanted to open up and be more, like, have more friends and stuff like that. But the people I thought I would have wanted to be friends with. Like, sometimes it just wouldn't work out. Sometimes we never, like, say we gonna meet up and we never meet up. Or like guys that I was talking to, like we were texting but it never got anywhere else. Most of those times, probably all of those times, were blessings in disguise, y'all. That person that guy that she was texting never went nowhere. Like, y'all never went out on a date, nothing. Like, y'all fell off, did with his friend. Like, sometimes that's a blessing in disguise, y'all. And I had to learn that. Like, I really started to learn this, especially like as we've gotten over and everybody's lives are starting to play out. I'm like, thank you, God, like, for keeping me from that guy. Thank you, God, for like keeping me from that girl. Like, thank you, God, for getting me out that situation. Like, letting me leave that party at that certain time before they started shooting, you know? Make sure I was standing in the right place in the park, that I was able to get out the park before they started shooting. You know? It's a lot of stuff that he protect you from that seems so small at the time. You're not even thinking about it, but he set it up to where you made it through. And even at a point where you probably like didn't even deserve it, y'all. You know, like I said, I was not focused on him. I was only praying when I needed something, when I wanted something to happen. So like, to me now, I feel like I didn't even like all that protection he had over me, all that covering and blessing he had over me. And I wasn't even doing what I was supposed to be doing with him, concerning him. But he still was blessing me and covering me and protecting me. And I just found like that just to be the amazing thing. And people be like, I get other people when they be going through something, I understand like it's kind of hard, especially when you feel like Job, you feel like your whole life's falling apart. Like, what's good about it? I can't say that I've ever felt like that, but reading about it, and that's completely different, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I know how y'all feel. If you've ever felt like your whole life, job, career, you know, your career, academics, family, friends, like health, all that, it's just going down like how Job was. I've never really had that experience, but I say if you have had that experience, just try to keep your focus on God, you know? Just pray your heart out. Like, try to start reading the Bible. Just put all your focus and stuff into God. If everything else is falling apart, don't not just do everything else you need to do, but transfer that to God, and I feel like it'll start panning out to everything else in your life, you know? The more it hits you, like, the more things hit you, just make it draw closer to God instead of making it draw you away from him. So that's my little talk for today. Before I leave, I also want to tell y'all that I think I am going to be more open about my spiritual journey as I'm learning, if I'm going through the Bible. I wasn't going to do that. I think I talked to y'all about maybe I probably wouldn't do that, but I think I am, y'all. I just kind of been having this like, I think it's God talking to me, but I've been having this like, I don't know how to explain it, but like as I'm growing and learning, I feel like God wants us to be as teachers and to help people and to share our experiences and our testimonies through things and help other people. You know, I think one of the main things he talks about that I've learned going through Bible study and stuff like that is servanthood, serving other people. And I feel like I want to have this channel where I'm serving other people and helping them in some type of way, you know? And even then, like, I feel like before, when I first started the channel, I was going to have this channel be like talking about STEM, basically. Talking about STEM, engineering, trying to get more girls or women into STEM fields, especially engineering specifically, because there's not that many of us, y'all. And I spent so much time in high school. When I did engineering in high school, like, we had a whole engineering department in our high school, and it's barely any of us in there. It's barely any minorities in there. It's barely any of our females in there. So, you know, I spent most of my life like that. When I talk to y'all, I'm going to put out a makeup video talking about my engineering experience and my first job and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just started getting this pull, and I think it is him, because I've been praying, y'all, about my purpose and how I can serve other people after getting that sermon about God's, I guess, pillars and how he views serving others. So, and I started thinking, like, what can I do? Like, what about my life that I could help other people, you know, inspire other people? And I think one of the main things I poured my whole, like, most of my adulthood into is my career in school and engineering. And I think one of my first visions, I would say vision, and I feel like it really came from God, y'all. I had a vision. I think I was freshman, sophomore in college, y'all. And I just remember, like, being, like, just looking back at high school and, like, being the only girl, and then coming into college, and there's barely any girls, and there's barely any minorities, even though it's a freaking HBCU. It's gotten a lot better, y'all, but I just had so many people come into engineering with me and fall off. They either don't graduate or they change their majors entirely. Like, it's mainly be our people, and I just didn't like that, you know? And it's not even that some of them couldn't possibly do it. It's just that a lot of them were not prepared in high school, in middle school, in elementary school. They had not had that level of education that they needed to help them when it came to college. Like, they were so far behind and didn't even know it that it set them back in college when they're trying to do this. And I feel like the system had helped them, or like it was better set up for them in high school, middle school, and elementary school, they would have made it, you know? A lot of them didn't just want to leave, but they just felt like they can't make it. They couldn't make it, y'all. Yeah, there was so many people, y'all. I came in, my freshman class was so big. By the time I graduated, y'all, please, half some people was not even there anymore in school. And then the other part of that, the rest of them, half of them didn't even graduate in the field. If they did graduate, I'm glad they graduated though in something, but I just found that so sad, y'all. And then you get to companies where you're the only black person or you're the only female. I mean, I understand that that's how it is, but that's not how it has to be. And you know, I always wanted to help other people. So I say all this to say, my sophomore and freshman year, that summer, one of those summers, I was at home talking to my mom, talking about nonprofits and all this stuff. She had me just thinking about like stuff you could do to help other people. My mom's big on serving others and helping other people, y'all, and teaching. She was a freaking teacher. Now she's assistant principal. So, you know, she's very into all that. And so she had me just thinking, and I was like, I really want to be able to help more girls get into STEM and more girls into engineering. I would love for that to happen. We thought about maybe doing like an after school program that could start to help younger girls become interested in engineering and STEM field, so that we could, you know, we could fill up these spots in the STEM field, y'all. But yeah, just because you're not gonna get everything from school, and some people don't have that at home makeup for them to be helped out at home. Because y'all, my mom was a freaking teacher. In the summer, me and my cousins, my mom, you know, she's off, so she had us in the library reading books. We had book challenges, how many books we could read. We was doing math problems, we was doing science problems. Like, we was dating in school all the way around, y'all. She would have us going to museums and stuff. Like, she always had us working our brain in the summer. So I just feel like everybody doesn't have that. And then also the school systems they be at sometimes don't be working with them, you know, to get them up to party where they need to, y'all. So I was thinking about an after school program where you could have girls sign up and we would teach them, like, we would, you know, get them to where they need to be if they want to be in STEM field, if they're interested in it, get them to where they need to be academically and mentally to handle that field. Because y'all, a lot of the times the people who ended up getting out of engineering, it was like math. I say you don't have to be a math whiz, but you do a basic understanding of fundamental math, or you can't be going to higher math, y'all. That's just what it is. You have to have that foundation, and a lot of people don't get that foundation in school. So that's why I was like, I wanted the after school program to be centered around that. But yeah, y'all, just kind of fell off because it's just like, in my sophomore and freshman, I think summer, like, you know, college mind, it's just like, that just seemed too big and like far-fetched. Like, who am I? I haven't even graduated with my bachelor's yet. Who am I to be starting a program like this? Who am I to be trying to get this to work? Like, how am I going to get this to work? And I just feel like it was too big of a vision for me to have at that time. And even now, I kind of feel like that to some degree. Like, who am I to be doing this? What am I going to be teaching people? Like, and then I also really fell off when I did another summer, I think my junior summer, or I don't know, y'all. But one summer, after that, I ended up working at a church for a program, and I was teaching math and science to these little kids, y'all, and it was like my nerves. It was like my nerves, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And it was bad. And I'm just like, do I really want to do an after school program? On top of the fact that I already don't feel qualified to be the person starting this type of program, even though I'm the one who had the vision, but I just don't feel like who am I? Like, and I don't know, I just felt like it was a really big vision to have, but it's a vision that I did have. And I feel like I'm coming to learn now that no vision is too big to have. Your visions are supposed to be big, bigger than what you can even imagine. That's how they're supposed to be, y'all. You're supposed to want more for yourself, and I don't know how I'm going to do that, or maybe this is the start of it. I am already doing this and building a platform like this on YouTube, and I thought, why not have this be the first step in that direction? Because maybe I can't do it now, start the nonprofit and do all the after school program and stuff, but I can start helping people and getting people interested by talking about my experiences in college, being in the STEM field, start answering questions and helping other people through this process by talking about my own personal journey and what happens and all that. So I am going to start on here on YouTube, putting out videos. I'm going to kind of combine the two. So I did say I was going to do a makeup series. And so with my makeup series, instead of just talking about random stuff that don't have nothing to do with nothing, I'm going to start doing my makeup series and combining with me talking about engineering, STEM fields, engineering, my engineering experiences. I might have a engineering Q&A or STEM Q&A, how y'all, just anything. They're going to start being more, I guess, career focused and talking about my journey that I had being in STEM, being in engineering, you know, trying to help people get more interested in it and answer any questions if you do have any questions about it. And just project management. I know a lot of people like to talk about project management and stuff like that. So just talk about my whole journey and experiences, and eventually give y'all a point where y'all can ask me questions and I'll answer those. But I'm going to combine that with my makeup series, y'all. 2 in 1. I'll start practicing on my makeup, getting better at my makeup, as well as talking about something that is actually helping other people. Since my main, I guess, audience, I would like to be women and just helping women better themselves. I want to start being more active in serving people and helping people. And I feel like I've been like, you know, I kind of was so shy. I was also shy in high school and middle school, in college, for the first part of college. Like, I was really shy. So it's like, I did push myself out there to like join organizations and, you know, be president of organizations, but I was still very shy. Like, so I didn't push myself too much. You know, I pushed myself more than I did in high school to be more involved in, you know, my college and stuff, but I was still shy. So like stuff that I could have started, like initiated, and like, you know, just being an innovator in the things that I really wanted to do, because I had a lot of ideas about stuff, and it's just like, I would have to put myself on the forefront to execute those ideas, and I just didn't want to do that. So a lot of good ideas that I had that I feel like would help people, I just hold in because I don't want to be on the forefront of that. Like, I'm still a little bit shy, but I'm just like, forget that. God put me on this world for a purpose, and I don't know if this is a purpose, but I'm gonna keep praying about it like I've been doing. And since this came on my heart after I started praying about it, that memory came into my head about me creating the after school program. I just feel like this is the direction I need to go in. Because all of a sudden I'm thinking about this thing that happened years ago that I'd never put into movement. And all of a sudden it just popped in my head out after I start studying the Bible, getting into the Bible and reading and praying every day. Now it pops in my head. Like, I just feel like God tell me something, we're gonna run with it. So I think that's one of the directions I'm going to start moving, as far as I'm not going to stop doing weekly vlogs. I'm not going to stop doing my day in life and nothing like that. But like I said, with that series, every time I do a makeup series, I'm going to start combining that. And I'm also going to start just doing sit down advice videos where we just talk about that, where I just talk to y'all about that. I want to tell y'all that because I was really about to leave and that came on my mind. I had already turned off the camera. I'm like, you know what? Let me set this camera back up because I need to talk to y'all some more. But we don't work this muscle for real now. But y'all, that pain pill can kick in real good because I don't feel nothing now. Don't hurt at all. I can move it. Because I told y'all before, that 3rd day, 4th day, kind of on the 5th day, it didn't matter if I took the pain pills. It don't matter when I took them. I was still feeling pain. Right now, yeah, because I think we're getting down the healing process days. Like, we're getting there to where we almost like healed, But yeah, y'all, let me go ahead to my parents' house because I'm talking a lot. Yeah, I'm still freaking talking to y'all. It's crazy. But yeah, y'all, as far as that after program and possibly doing all that stuff, y'all, I don't know, bro. I be wanting to help the kids, y'all, but that'd be so bad. But I want to help them because y'all know some of this stuff just be stacked up against a lot of kids, especially our minorities, and like these kids have stuff just stacked up against them like, their whole life from beginning to end. I don't know, that'd be so bad though. That'd be so bad. But then the bad ones be the main one you need to help, because a lot of kids I've seen that be really bad, they be having a lot of stuff going on at home and stuff like that. So I mean, like I said, they're the main ones that need to help. But then dang, bro, it should be so bad. And then you see, like I said, they be having stuff stacked up against them. And on top of they be having stuff stacked up against them, their parents and stuff don't be helping it, don't be making it no better. They be right with the stack up of things they already got stacked up against them, making stuff worse. Like, and I think some kids just need that one bright light. Like, they just need that one bright light. And you could be that person, y'all. One little bright light in somebody's life, one kid's life, could make such a huge difference in how they end up. And so I'm trying to tell myself that, but y'all, that'd be so bad. That'd be so bad. Every time I be trying to help the kids, trying to volunteer, do something with the kids, boy. Like, you know what? I'm never having kids. But yeah, y'all. Hold on, my brother's calling me. I don't know why. On the other hand, y'all, I do feel like I could possibly, I feel like I could help some kids out, like share my experiences and stuff like that. Not even just kids, but just people in general. As far as the kids though, that's the real contemplation, because I ain't never been really good with like kids. Even though kids, I don't want to say they gravitate towards me, but like kids always be trying to talk to me, babies, kids, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, kid. Like, if y'all saw the movie, Emotions, the Disney movie about like emotions, anger, fear, all that, like, I think it's called Emotions, but even, like, y'all know how in her head, it was like an alert thing, like something started happening with puberty, when alert went off. I think that was Emotions too, y'all. That's how my head be like, alert, somebody's about to talk to me, like, oh my gosh, kid, they're talking to me, like, I'd be frozen, like, what do I do? What do I say? That just be so crazy. Like, even yesterday, kid came up to my freaking window in my car while I'm sitting here just waiting. I was like parked on the street, but I guess it was basically kind of in front of their house, but I was parked on the street. This little girl just comes up to my door and she's just staring at me through the window. And then I raised the window down, said hi. She's like, hi. She's just smiling, y'all. She's just so happy. She was so cute. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. Like, I was so frozen. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, girl, why are you nervous about talking to this 7-year-old? Like, you will talk about any, like, come on now. This is not no auditorium full of people. This is literally a 7-year-old girl. Like, come on now. It's not that hard. And I'm just like, I had to tell myself that, get myself out of my head. So I started talking to the girl. But y'all, I don't know, maybe it's not like a kid thing. Maybe it's just a like socially awkward, overall overthinker type thing, because I kind of be like that with everybody, like not even just kids. I just be like, when anybody kind of try to come approach me to talk to me, like it's like alert, like somebody's coming to talk to me. What do I do? Like turn around, like no, walk away, like it'd be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? I be so much in my head, y'all, just like like what should I do? Hold my head down. No, walk away. No, stand still. Don't do that stupid. I be so like, what am I about to do? What am I about to say? Like, should I run away? No, stand here. You look stupid, run away. You know they coming to you. Like, it just be so much in my brain when somebody's coming to talk to me, and I just be overthinking, and then I'll end up saying something dumb or something like that just don't make sense. Like, y'all, this person, I remember this person, like, it's so random and it's not even a big of a deal. Back then it was so much big, it was like such a big deal to me. Like, I held this door open for this person and they said thank you, and then I said thank you back. Like, girl, where's your social skills? Like, you're supposed to say you're welcome, not thank you. She said thank you. You're supposed to say you're welcome. Thank you, you're welcome. You know, I'm like, bruh. And then I overthought the fact that I said thank you instead of you're welcome. Like, I thought about that all day. Like, girl, why did you say that? You sound so dumb. Like, who says thank you to thank you? Like, I was just thinking about it so much that day, like beating myself up about it, because like, who does that? But in reality, y'all, it's not even that big of a deal. But I'm just saying, like, I'm showing y'all how socially, like, social interactions just, I say it still gives me like anxiety, but I've been able to like you know, as I've gotten older, like just push past that and like overcome it type. But for my end of middle school going into high school, boy, man, y'all, I would just be like, oh my gosh. And then I sit there, I either be like, you'll start talking to me, I'm like I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to say, or what am I supposed to do? And yeah, I think that's really why in high school, specifically, high school and like I think 8th grade, like middle school, I used to try to not even make a face, but try to give off this persona like, hey, don't talk to me type. Because it's not because I was trying to be mean or nothing. It was just because like I didn't want to go through the awkwardness of me trying to figure out what to say, how to say it. Like I was just like I didn't want to go through the awkwardness and the anxiety of figuring out what to say, how to say it, what to do, how I do it. It was a lot for me. Whenever anybody came up to me, I would be like, my heart would start racing. Like if I had to do a presentation in high school, my heart would start racing, beating out of my freaking chest, y'all. Like, oh my God. Like I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. Like my heart would start beating so fast. I would start getting heat all over me, like heat. Like I had the worst. And that was like anything, even if it wasn't a presentation in a room full of people, it was just a random person coming to talk to me. I feel like that's why I had to have that persona, because it narrowed down interactions to only certain people. Like only certain people gonna walk up to people who are giving off the vibe of don't talk to them, you know? A lot of people is not gonna do that. If somebody's giving off the vibe, don't talk to them, they probably, most people are not going to talk to them, you know what I'm saying? But that did end up giving off people like a misconception that I was like a mean person, but I really wasn't, y'all. I was just like, I was so awkward and like had anxiety about social interactions, like people coming up to talk to me, that I just literally wouldn't say anything. Once you say something to me, then I'm sitting there looking stupid, don't know what to say, don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, how to respond back. I'm like, in my head, I'm just scrambling, like literally how the Emotions movie like was playing, and then I'm scrambling in my head. That's my head scrambling, trying to figure out what am I going to say, even to a simple question like, how you feeling, like what's your day like. And my mind would just be like all over the place. It's actually pretty sad, y'all. It's very sad, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. But so now that I'm thinking about it, it might not be just a kid thing. It might just be a people thing in general. Like, I don't know, I think I'm just socially awkward a little bit. Like I said, now I'm starting to really like be able to overcome it, like force myself, push myself. Like, this is not gonna get me down. But even now, it just anybody coming up to, like the little girl that came up to talk to me, like the little girl that came up to my window trying to talk to me in the car, like that really had me like nervous. And she's like 7 years old. So it's just like, I don't know, y'all. Social interaction just kind of freaks me out a little bit. I be wanting to interact, but then when I actually like get the opportunity to, I just be like, what do I do? What do I say? Like, I just be, yeah. But I'm so glad that I've grown and I'm able to recognize that and just like overcome that when I need to. I still get my heart racing, I get a little sweaty, but I'm able to, you know, still do what I need to do, talk. And I'm starting a whole YouTube channel, so like, yay. Y'all, overcome y'all little fears. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I just finished washing dishes. I cleaned out my little juicing things because I'm about to juice probably when I go to my parents' house. Since I'm gonna be over there all day for Easter, I might as well juice later on at night so I can start thinking the week off right. I have not been taking my kombucha. I just didn't want to take anything extra while I was taking my pills and healing. So I'm gonna have to get back on my kombucha, but we're about to get back into it this week.
I wonder just to tell somebody, if I knew then what I know. Revelation is an uncovering. More broadly, revelation is the apprehension of truth at your own level of comprehension. It's not that truth is not apparent. We comprehend it based upon where we are in our lives. It's not that what your mother told you at 10 was not true. It just came to you at 20. Life itself will push you into a place where you begin to understand what was being revealed to you. This is what we call progressive revelation. A little here, a little there. If someone had told me, Romans 8:28, and we know, that all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose, that I wouldn't have been so broken when people walked away from me, because I would exit as a part of God's plan. If I had known, Ecclesiastes 3:11, he has made everything beautiful in his time, then I wouldn't have rushed into things prematurely, trying to make something happen outside of the season God intended for me. Had I known Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for you. All you have to do is be still. I never would have exhausted myself fighting battles that God had already promised to fight on my behalf. Ephesians 3:10. Now unto him who's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all I could ever ask or think, I never would have limited myself, downgraded my vision to accommodate people who were trifling. I would have believed that God could do what he wanted to do in my life. When you look at the world and you look at how crazy things are, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to notice that there's some things happening, wars and rumors of wars, and people are so polarizing now than they've ever been before. You begin to think about all the things that are happening in nature, fires over there, tornadoes over here. You haven't gone from your basement to your tub and your hallway in that amount of time in one day in Nashville. What, my God, I haven't seen their warnings in my life. What's going on? Something's got to be happening. This world is upside down. Something's brewing, and it's important for us to understand now more than ever the importance of a relationship with God. And I believe that thirst and that hunger, that desire that you have to really get closer to God is not by accident. Jesus did not come to incarcerate us in religion. He came to deliver us into relationship. And there are Judaizers today, people who don't think Jesus is enough. They think in order for you to have a relationship, you got to jump through hoops, you got to check off the boxes, you got to wear this kind of outfit, you got to sing this way, you got to look this way. But Paul dismantles all of that to remind us that Jesus already did the heavy lifting. All you got to do is come with a pure heart, and Jesus loves you. Can I tell you something? It doesn't matter if people will not receive you. You are loved by Jesus Christ, and you don't have to do all of that just to have a relationship with him. It is easy. It's a matter of the heart. Paul says, what I want you to understand is that when you have a desire for Jesus Christ, your level of passion is the same. It's more intense. You are so focused in and locked in on a relationship with Jesus Christ. And this is more than just showing up in a place where it literally is going through form and fashion. This is about really understanding a desire to be locked in and understand that this moment of transformation will bring you to a place of joy you have yet to experience in your entire life. We live in a world where we know a lot, and nothing wrong with that. You're sitting next to some brilliant people in this place. There are some brilliant people watching me around the world right now. We know how to solve complex mathematical equations, but we don't know the one who ordered the universe by divine calculation. We know how to navigate social media algorithms, but we don't know how to discern the voice of God in silence. We know how to build brands, launch businesses, scale platforms. We don't know how to build altars in prayer. We know the stock market, how to invest, how to trade, how to diversify our portfolios, but we don't know how to store up treasures that are in heaven. We know celebrity gossip, trending topics, but we don't know the gospel that transforms our lives. We know how to network rooms of power, and we don't even know how to kneel in the presence of the ultimate power and authority of Jesus Christ. We know religion and tradition and church routines and how to clap on beat and how to dress the part, and we don't know the tears down veils, the God who walks with us through the fire, the God who... In order to live it out, it takes discipline. Study God's word. If you don't study the playbook, how can you win the game if you don't know what's in the playbook? With you have authority. You go into rooms you ain't been in before. You go into cities you ain't never been in before, and you wonder why people don't like you. They hadn't even met you. Why are you rolling your eyes at me? Why are you trying to block me? It's because the demons inside of them recognize the authority that's in you. They had to slow down now, because you ain't like everybody else they've been messing with. You ain't got to open up your mouth. You ain't got to shout. All you got to do is just keep on walking, doing what you're doing, and remind them you're going to put some respect on my name. Touch your neighbor and say, I got power, baby. I got enough power on this road to run every devil out of here. Y'all think y'all do it. I feel sorry for the people that laugh at your dream. Isn't it amazing how people laugh at you? They laugh at your struggle, but then they want to get on the bus in your success. Guess what? God got the last laugh. Can I testify up in here today?
All right, y'all. I just finished watching church, and I love when you're talking about something and you just feeling some type of way, and you trying to, understand it in your own head, and then you go to church on Sunday, and then the sermon is about what you've been pondering over. I literally was just kind of talking about what we went over for church with y'all before I turned on church. Yeah, so that's just crazy. I love that when that happens. It's like confirmation. It's easy confirmation of what you were thinking about, either in like a yes or a no, whatever, but it's just, I don't know, it just makes everything make sense. And then I also wanted to say, since he did talk about fellowship and all that, and even though you're studying God's word and growing closer to God, you should also share that. And I understood that, y'all, because God doesn't, out of everything that I've been getting, like through Bible study and the Bible and just watching church sermon on Sunday, like consistently, God doesn't want us as believers just be closed mouths to him and his word. Yeah, he just doesn't want to be closed mouth. Our little saying, closed mouth don't get fed. Like, he wants us to share his word and share what we go through and what we learn about his word. And so, like I said earlier, I was just telling y'all before we started church that I have told y'all previously in another video that I didn't know if I wanted to share my spiritual journey. I told y'all I was going to start doing Bible study more. I wrote goals about that, going to Bible study more. I got my study Bible book, and I've been showing y'all me reading it and staying with the 365 days, like a yearly breakdown of how you can read the whole Bible in a year. So I told y'all about that stuff, but I haven't really been going over what I've been learning and what I've been reading. And I told y'all it was because I didn't want to, because I know how some people can get on here and some people can be very judgy and like, oh, that's not what they meant, and just, but y'all, God was judged, God was talked about, God was judged, and I'm not no better than God. That's God. God is the Almighty. So if he can get judged and talked about and still do what he do, say what he say, do what he, I can do it too as little old me. Like, Jesus was judged, shamed, killed, and mocked, y'all. So if that can happen, I can for dang sure handle that. Like, I'm no better than him. So if he, in his eye, he's perfect in my eyes and in our eyes. So if he can go through that, why should you, at the end of the day, feel like you're too good for that? Like, you should expect to kind of be judged, to be laughed at. Like, don't take that so personal. God in his perfectness was judged, mocked, laughed at, talked about, shamed. Yeah, we're not better than him. So we're going to get that. We're going to be judged. You're going to be talked about. You're going to be mocked at. You're going to be laughed at, y'all. And just take it with, take it with a grain of salt and move. You gotta keep doing you. Don't let it stop you from doing you, y'all. That all just confirmed to me, like, everything I was contemplating, like, beforehand about even that, sharing my spiritual journey. It's confirmation on that, like, yeah, we about to do it. Do it. Also talked about resistance. So I think that's a point that I want to talk about because I feel like a lot of people do this. So that's the only point I'm really talking about from sermons today, y'all. Sometimes resistance is a good thing, y'all. It can mean you're going in the right direction, you're doing the right thing. I feel like I want to point that out because everybody, when they start getting a little resistance behind a vision or anything that have planned to do a goal or something, we start to see their resistance as, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not right for me. Like, you take it as a bad thing. Like, maybe I shouldn't do that. When resistance could sometimes be a good thing. That could very well mean you getting all this pushback and resistance and no's and denies. All that could mean you're on the right path, y'all. And some people take that as, well, I feel like most people take that, them no's, them denied, and all that is, oh, maybe this is not for me. But y'all, it don't always have to mean that. Like, I feel like sometimes it do mean it's not for you. But sometimes that resistance, like he said, is a very good thing and like a sign that you're on the right path. Nothing you really value is going to just come easy to you. So it's going to be some resistance. Yeah, it's going to be some resistance there. But I think, like I said, a lot of people take that resistance and no's and denies and all that, and they just run with it. Oh, that wasn't for me. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like a lot of people do that with school. I got a couple bad grades. I had a bad semester, and oh, that's not for me. Like, sometimes we use that resistance as a cop out, and yeah, that could have been your path. Because even now, maybe you did that, and you're still trying to figure out what is your path, what is your purpose. Maybe you messed up along the way sometime, but at the end of the day, God already has it worked out for you. So I want you to know that He already has it worked out for you, whether you deviated from His plan or not. He always has an ultimate plan above that plan that you got for yourself. Even with your deviations and whatever, He still has that plan, and He's still looking out for you, and He still loves you. So, but yeah, y'all. So at the end of the day, don't give up when you get a little resistance, a little pushback in your idea and your vision. Don't give up. Even when you see that vision going nowhere, because at some point it can go somewhere, So just don't give up. And if God gave you a vision, execute that vision. And we just talked about this when I said the vision that I was talking about. And He talks about no vision is too great. Don't dim down your vision to fit what people feel like is possible. Because anything possible when you with God, when you're walking with the man. When you're walking with a man, anything is possible, y'all. So don't dim down your vision. I think I need to hear that, because like I was telling y'all about the after school program and all the stuff I wanted to do, but I was just like, I was telling y'all, scared, and like, I feel like it was too big of a task, or who am I? Like, forget all that, y'all. No vision is too great, especially when you got God on your side, y'all. So yeah, I think that's my little talk for today. I'm about to go put on some clothes so I can go to my parents' house. It's 2:06 to be exact. So I'm gonna go to my parents' house so we can get Easter started with the eats. Probably watch some TV. I'm gonna chill for the rest of the day, y'all. If I get back at a decent time, I will do like a skincare reset. But if not, go to bed. And we'll be doing that next week. So thank y'all for, I guess, coming to my little talk about God. But I love you.
I was in 6th grade.
Dude, I was a junior. I graduated in 2018.
I was in 6th grade.